This is the Mosen Mortgage Program with Sarah Mosen. Mosen Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550. And now, here's your host, Sarah Mosen.
Great to be back here again, folks. I am very excited and delighted to have a wonderful guest, Leena Pradhan Nabstick. Wonderful to have you here, Leena. How are you?
Good. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing well. We met in Boston. We were at an event that was fantastic at Harvard Medical School. And a little bit of background of yourself. Can you share a little bit about what you do? You're a professor at Harvard Medical School. Is that correct?
Correct. So I'm a professor at Harvard Medical School, and I'm a staff scientist at Beckersville Deaconess Medical Center in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And my research involves complications of cardiovascular diseases. And a couple of years ago, myself and my two other co-founders, Dr. Frank Logeffo and Dr. Manoj Bhasin, both of who are also professors at Harvard Medical School, came up, all the three of us came up with this idea about doing some work in the field of genomics and natural products. And most of the work is being done in the lab of Dr. Manoj Bhasin at Beckersville Deaconess Medical Center. And that's how Canomiks was born.
Mm-hmm.
Our focus is bringing the concept from pharma, which are nowadays most of the pharmaceuticals are focused on really understanding the genomics of a disease and then designing drugs and testing drugs based on that genomics profile of the disease. And we're trying to bring those concepts and those methods to Ayurveda and herbal and natural product industry.
Fantastic. I mean, this is really, health, wellness, finance. I mean, everything goes hand in hand. Canomiks working with herbal supplement brands to help develop products using Genatune technology. So the future of it is really creating space for healthier lives through natural products, right?
Correct. So as you know, more and more people are using herbs and natural products, but there's still a lot of gap between the science that we use for developing a Western medication and the science that we use for developing natural products. And that's where we fit in. We are trying to really bring all the cutting-edge science to the natural product industry. So if you are taking any herbal medication, so it's not just, my friend told me I feel well, but there will be some sophisticated science behind those products. That's what we are trying to do. Essentially, understand how some of these herbs or how some of these Ayurveda products really affect human genes, and how we can take advantage of that knowledge and then develop better products then that will help you support the management of a chronic condition. We cannot really treat or prevent diseases or chronic conditions using herbal supplements or Ayurveda products, but what we can at least do is using scientific evidence and genomic-based evidence have our customers use products that are more tuned towards the genomic signature of that chronic condition.
I mean, I think it's fascinating. I'm all about health and wellness. The Canomiks website, www.canomiks.com. I have co-founder Leena Pradhan Nabstick here, and I am delighted really because the work that you're doing is so much and well needed at this point, don't you think, Leena?
Absolutely, absolutely. And just like I mentioned before, so what we have done at Canomiks really is that we have identified the relationship of about 250 different Indian and Chinese herbs with human genes, about 20,000 human genes. So we have created a database of that. And then on the other hand, we have a database of the molecular genomic signatures of chronic conditions. And what we're trying to really do is counter-regulate that genomic signature of that chronic condition using herbs. So let's say a gene we know is upregulated in a certain chronic condition, let's say inflammatory bowel disease, and then we know what herb may be able to affect that gene. So then we can design a formulation based on that chronic, that genomic signature of that chronic condition. So it's not one herb or two herbs. Most of our formulations are about 5 to 10 different herbs to maximize the effect for modulating that the genomic signature of the chronic condition.
So, Lena, if people wanted to reach out to you, is there an email or a number that they can reach out to you to find out a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. info@canomiks.com, info@canomiks.com. Definitely people can reach out. Right now we are working in the U.S. We are working with different herbal supplement brands to help them use our platform technology so that they can develop products based on genomics.
Wonderful. And folks, you can always reach us here at 1-800-662-9550. I have Lena Pradhan Nabstik, who's the co-founder of Canomiks, and certainly encourage you to ask questions, find ways to be healthier and well. This is a great, I think, initiative that you're taking, and I was delighted to have met you at Harvard Medical School a few weeks ago. Certainly wanted to share information that is going to add value to our listeners. We've been on air for 12 years. I always focus, Lena, on finance, faith, and wellness. So this is a great, I think, piece to add to people's lives in general. You can go on the website, www.canomiks.com, just to get a little bit more information on this wonderful company in itself. Share a little bit more, Lena, about what Canomiks is doing.
Yeah, so in the U.S., right now, as I mentioned, we are working with different herbal supplement companies. So let's say you're an herbal supplement company and either you're interested in developing a product for a certain condition, let's say for migraines, and then we can help them design based on our platform technology, GeneTune, we can help them design a new formulation. Or let's say if you're an herbal supplement company and already have some sort of a formulation, and then you can, with our GeneTune technology, we can help you repurpose that for another condition. And that's what's been really going on in the pharma world. There's a lot of repurposing going on with the existing drugs now that genomics become more acceptable, and only recently FDA approved genomics-based cancer drug. So we are doing that in the U.S. But we are looking forward, and in certain countries where traditional medicine is more acceptable and traditional medicine is a part of life, we are actually expanding to do more of a personalized approach where we will be tailoring formulations based on the individual genomics. So if you're if you're a patient and you have, for example, diabetes, we can sequence your genome and give you a formulation based on your particular genome, because not everybody with diabetes has the same sort of genomic profile. And so in some countries, we are trying to bring this approach, and in fact, we are trying to do this in India, where the Indian government is more open to Ayurveda, and in fact they have big initiative in Ayurveda and science behind Ayurveda.
Fantastic, Lena. I do appreciate you sharing your time with us, and certainly, again, Canomiks co-founder Lena Pradhan Nabstik. She's at Harvard Medical School as a professor. She is a co-founder of Canomiks, www.canomiks.com. And I look forward to having you back on air. And obviously, there's just so much going on with your initiative. So hoping that you can join us back on air soon, Lena.
Thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thank you to your listeners, too.
Thank you so much for everything, Lena. And with that, folks, stay well.
This has been the Mosen Mortgage Program with Sarah Mosen. Mosen Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550.